2, 1, go. So hi everyone, Toxic here. I will be showcasing you the old treasures of Lost Legacy. This game has 68 treasures, which is the second lowest amount of treasures in Uncharted series after Uncharted 1, which has 61.
What?
And the first one we get for free from this girl.
I'd like my Ganesh back, please.
Fine.
A for effort, kid.
In Prologue we don't get any more of those, and in next chapter we get just one. So not much treasure action here, but it's still pretty much the same as any percent. Nice switching, what the hell?
Tell me where he was.
He showed me a shirt inside the market. Wait! There he is!
Thanks for the luck, Rock. It should be fine. Yeah, if you saw HutchT's run today, you could see how notorious this game for load screen is. It's just abysmal at times, and he has the best load screens in the house. My load screens are almost double the length of his. That is just awful. On all treasures, sometimes I can get like 30 minutes of load screens. But hopefully it will be better today.
Still here. God, get out while you can.
He's in here. What are you doing?
Shit.
No! I've done nothing wrong!
Bloody bullies.
Shut up!
This category is probably one of the most chill categories in the whole Uncharted series. No, don't. What is this switching to quit to the main menu? What is this bullying? Yeah,
Okay for them.
because
Somewhere to be.
you can't soft lock the game compared to any percent, where if you fail the swimming skip, you basically failed the run and you can't use saves according to the rules. So you have to start over. Here we're not doing that skip, so we can safely go through the entire run and actually finish it. That's why I like it so much. Far more than any percent. Because most of these runs I tend to finish.
Enough of this!
And on any percent you might get the 35 minutes into the run and then just lose it all.
Great start.
Come along, friend.
So doing a little bit of stealth action here, and now we can
Clean this place up at least.
take a part in this amazing lockpicking, which is
We should get off the streets.
most of the time frustrating, because those arrows that you can see that point you left and right are actually not helpful.
In the truck.
I think my estimate for this run would be 215-ish.
Pink, load.
But with load screens, you never know. Speaking of which, there you go. Nice. Good one.
You see it coming? How long you been with the movement? Long enough. Tired of these small operations. When do we take the fight to the tyrant?
Taking this one out quietly.
You hear me?
And here is the treasure on the roof. To get quicker to that treasure, we need to restart checkpoint here after Chloe turned her face to the camera, and it teleports us to the other side of the roof. To the first collectible treasure. Well, Technically second, but the first one was for free, so there we go. But yeah, load screens in both UC4 and this game are disgusting. So we'll take 4 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got you now.
And now we will be saved by Nadine.
You're late, Fraser. Nice to see you too.
Now we just roll around and try to not get hit by those guys near the wall, because that will slow Nadine down. And there we go, chapter 2. That has 5 treasures. Amazing. Does in-game time go up during cutscenes?
There you go.
It does.
Thank you.
That's why we skipped them.
Follow me.
And I got it. Nice. You can do 2 jumps on that
So
slope.
bad.
Okay, no, I'll not take that. There we go. Yeah, this is much faster way up.
Careful on this one.
You sure this is safe?
No. Come on. This way.
You realize we're moving.
Of course it does, yeah. Cutscenes count into in-game timer. That's why we skip the movie at the very end, the cinematic one. Because if we watch it, it adds up 2.5 minutes to the timer. No, thank you. I don't need that. Here's another treasure. Come on, Nadine, what?
Cobra 1 to Cobra 5, over.
Received, Cobra.
Get to the enclosure. We have activity, over.
If you watch every cutscene in this game,
You know.
another treasure by the way, you will end up having some monumental extra time to your IGT. So, rather not do that.
Just exploring our options.
So we got 2 so far. Third one is on top here. And 2 more until
Certainly
end
lives
of
up
this
to our
one.
reputation. Here we go. Oh shit! Oh. You trying to kill me?
No, don't take cover. Although that's not too slow anyway. Nice. No.
Sorry about that.
Sometimes taking cover is actually faster than just
Okay, good deal.
moving normally, because taking cover somewhat teleports her closer to the destination, but sometimes it's a real pain.
There's some cheap office supplies if you want them.
You're always this talkative.
Gotta be careful going through this office,
Yeah.
because if you are going too close to different desks, you might get stuck on them and lose some precious milliseconds. We'll take this guy out.
One less problem.
It's just above us.
See, that wasn't so bad. It wasn't.
And climb over here
This will
and
just
get
take a
into
moment.
this. If you can lockpick this faster than 8 seconds, I think, then you can save some time. If not, Nadine will break this automatically. Yeah, I managed to save a couple of seconds.
Oh, that works.
Let's find that disc.
As soon as Chloe raises hand, like this, that was a little bit too late, we can restart checkpoint to move
Crossed.
the game a little bit further,
Antique shop.
saving
Must be a
around 10
busy
seconds, I think, maybe
How
9.
much do you think it's all worth?
Enough to keep
And
his
take the
movements
last
under
treasure in
control
this
for quite some
chapter.
time. I'll just borrow this.
Fraser,
Mm-hmm.
come here.
That looks promising.
It's locked.
Not for long.
And Nadine, do you mind?
What was
The
that?
hell?
Western Ghats, Western
And
Art,
another
geometry.
lockpicking.
Shit. No, it's all right.
Wow,
Nothing we didn't already know.
that's disgusting RNG. What the hell?
Oh, missed it.
Not too bad. Not too bad. So now we just need to finish the chapter in the quickest way possible. Also, if you see me checking IGT after I'm done with each chapter, don't be surprised, because I kind of want to compare it to my PB. So wow, we actually get a decent load screen, maybe. Streamer? Yes. Well, runner, rather. But yes, Palma, if you were watching some of the cutscenes that you were not supposed to watch in UC4, you might improve your time by quite a bit. I mean, you were skipping some of them, so I assume it's not much, but still something. Also, no decent load screen, so yeah, we'll have to wait a bit. That's why I put my estimate very high, because of this. This already takes almost a minute and 30 seconds. There we go.
Oh, shit! Come on! We need to get across the river!
India! Take them out! Steve! Steve!
Just a
It's this
basic
way.
escape section, nothing interesting. You might fail some of the jumps, but like
Bloody hell.
after each jump you can grab up to 3 ledges,
In here,
depending on
quick.
how good your jump was. So even if you didn't jump good enough, you will still grab probably the most bottom ledge out of 3.
They're here! Get them off!
Like here. That was decent, but sometimes you can
Oh,
jump
this is dangerous! Jump!
and grab the second
Oh,
one,
no.
but it's very rare.
Got you! Thanks! Come on! You still have the disc? Yeah. Keep moving. Watch out! Oh, for the love of God! Are you joking?
They're going to the river!
And this jump, and okay. You can grab the top ledge,
Radio.
We are
Don't
losing them!
stop! Keep moving! This is going great. At least it's not pouring rain.
but you need to jump from the very, very end of that
Follow
platform.
me. River's just below. Slow down the lines.
Nice. That was decent enough.
Here we go.
And that's chapter 2 done. Nice. You're too awake to go to bed. Rip. Rip indeed. I grabbed a lot of caffeine to stay up that late, because for me it's almost 5 in the morning right now. So I don't know what that sleeping thing is. You're wide awake. I don't even know how you able to stay up that long, Gizzy. That's insane. 4 treasures and 1 skip. That's actually somewhat decent loads, to be fair. compared to the one before the escape section where we had to wait for almost 2 minutes. Chapter 2 check. Yeah, 7 out of 68. You've been awake 48 hours. Ugh. Okay, never mind. Apparently, I can't measure load screens today. I thought that was decent, but nope. Not even close. In this run, in Chapter 4, I will try to do some new stuff that I don't have in my PB, so I might save some time there. And I also have a new setup for one of the Chapter 7 treasures. So that should save some time as well.
What happened? My tree bridge fell. Can you make it across? Okay.
Here, after you've thrown the, have thrown the rope already, you need to press the rope and up again, just so you don't get too deep into that cave where you are swinging in at the moment. Will kind of push you back out of there and help you climb faster.
I do. It's a control thing. Sure.
So now a little bit of driving before picking up next treasure.
Let's just enjoy the serenity, shall we?
We are enjoying beautiful PS4 graphics.
What a dumb question. So much for that. How do you know the tusk is still there? It would have turned up in a museum or something by now, right? Plus, I haven't seen any Hoysala exhibitions.
I've never even heard of the Hoysala before this job.
Yeah, well, that's the fault of their last king, really. Young, reckless, flaunted his empire's wealth, built a new capital to house the
And
tusk.
here's the first treasure of this chapter.
Look at that.
We need to, unfortunately, trouble those birds, flamingos. Jump over
Give me a
here, and
second.
here's the treasure. Pick it up and go back. Sometimes you might be confused if you picked up the treasure or not. Game delays appearance of the
Oh, where's the
treasure
fun
on
in
screen,
that?
so you're just standing there and
So,
thinking, did I pick it up or
Nice
not?
to be outdoors, isn't it?
So
Away
you're
from
better
the
off
city.
pausing the game,
Quieter.
because IGT stops
come
and
back here
pause
often?
menu.
Oil ahead. Slow down.
Oh, look at this.
Nice. Now, first actual fight of the game,
Right.
which on Explorer is laughable,
Move, it's an
and we
ambush.
will
Shit, take cover.
quickly dispose of two guys, this one and this one. Pick up this treasure, killing him midair. And now we're back in the car.
Clear.
Right.
Why I'm leaving him alone is to gamble on the chance that Nadine will actually do something and be more useful, which rarely happens,
You're awfully quiet.
but still,
I'm just surprised is all.
worth a shot.
Figured you'd be more of a leave no trace type when it comes to Indian ruins.
But unfortunately he stayed alive, so I had
Sentimentality in this line of
to
work? Sorry,
dispose
I
of
need a
him
moment.
in
Wait,
midair. Got that one. Let me... Okay, good.
All right.
Yep.
And we were talking about...
Oh, right. Sentimentality in this line of work?
Now you will see the resemblance with any percent,
They're just large flying rodents.
Actually, no, they're not.
because
Yeah,
we
they
need to
are.
do the giant
closer to primates
gate
and lemurs.
skip.
Okay, well, I'll look it up.
It is
There we
consistent if you have the setup. I kinda do have it, but sometimes I get stuck between the car and the door.
Wait.
Let's see how it goes. But before that, we might get
Stop.
120% load screen. I think HT holds the record for the biggest percent on this particular Load screen. 99. Wow, that's boring. I had like 112 or something, and week later he just destroyed it with 120%. Amazing. But for that, your loading needs to start from 60 or 70%, or even from 40%. Then it goes up really quickly and just jumps above 100. Why? I have no idea. So, this skip, we need to align our car by the center of either left or right door, get a little bit of momentum, the car, jump, and when we get stuck between car and door, we should clip through if we hold circle beforehand. So after jump, you hold circle and pray that you will clip.
Any word from Cobra?
Okay, not one for subtlety, are you? Not really.
Knock them down. Fearing.
I like to choose right door for this, although it doesn't hurt. You kind of want a little bit of angle before
Was
the
this really your
jump.
plan?
That was
Sort
bad.
of.
You don't like it?
Get them.
Also, my car is not aligned correctly now.
You are in trouble now.
There we go. Excuse me. Yeah. You can get stuck inside that wall sometimes, and you have nothing else to do other than restart checkpoint.
Okay, not one for subtlety, are you? Not really.
Because you're basically out of bounds and there is no condition for you to be able to click back.
Was this really your plan? Sort of.
Can I
You don't like
please
it?
clip? I clipped, as you could see, because Chloe appeared out of bounds right now. Let's try the longer one. No, excuse me. You don't even need that much momentum, like, this should work. There we go. Nice. And the treasure is here. There we go. And we need to run fast over here. And wait. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, that's enough. Because sometimes Nadine will not be able to drive here. Because she doesn't have tires for that. Need to wait for her car to completely spawn. And now we are in the majestic chapter 4, which is by far my favorite because there is a lot of stuff going on, even though it's mostly glitchless, but not really. I came up with a couple of skips and tricks that allow you to progress faster in fortresses. Right now we're driving to the Bow
Okay. I'll
Fortress,
keep an eye out for
which is
trouble.
on the left bottom
Not that I'm too worried about it.
side of the map.
You should be. We won't have the advantage of supplies again. Don't think he was expecting much from you.
Wait,
You want to
Was
see
that
the
a
Jeep with no
compliment?
wheels?
that
I
sounded
think you
like a
need a
compliment.
debug
These
PS4 for
guys are
that.
idiots, but Asolv is...
Wink wink.
We just need to stay the hell away from him.
Like a specific PS4 model, let's
Look
say
there.
that. And
One of Asov's trucks.
it will
Looks
allow
clear
you
out
to
here.
work a little bit more with game.
Interesting circular motif. Like the disc. This should do the trick.
Because as is, you can see that with the normal version and normal console.
There.
So we attach this rope and jump right on the front of the car. That will teleport us right into
Okay.
driver's seat, and we take this gate down.
Going. Let's get inside. What do you suppose this place was?
Hard to say. A fortress? Not the right layout for a temple.
Nice. Here you can jump on either of or 4 platforms and I jump on the third one, which sucks, but I recovered quickly. Sometimes game will not allow you to progress and will force you to listen to dialogue.
Once we have the task that
I
we
managed
follow
to skip
and
that. By luck or not, I don't know. We'll call this skill for today.
You boys really don't want me shooting from down here.
You will pay for interference.
This guy will not... Wait, what? Where's the game? Okay, well, nice. Nice game. I have never seen that before. GG. Let's get the long jump, maybe. There we go. Nice. If you are quick here, you can do very cheeky stuff. And by that I mean you can go up here and start rotating this thing without killing anyone. Now look at what this guy will do.
Oh shit, they've made us.
Look at him.
Got it.
PS4 game, by the way.
Come on, come on. There is no way out.
Whoa, damn it! Glad I didn't listen to you.
Yeah, he just stands there and looks at you.
Don't have
It's
to ask
completely
twice.
fine.
Excuse me, just passing through. Sorry. You all right?
Okay, guess this isn't the way in.
As you can hear, Nadine is still fighting someone. But we will not do that. We'll do a little bit of skipping. And instead of going around the right way, we take the left route and basically skip,
Looky here.
I don't know
What
how
are you
much.
willing to bet?
20 seconds maybe?
Gold star
Stuff.
for you.
That's decent.
Now let's see what it does.
What is it?
Rotate
Ancient
this
porcelain jigsaw
here.
puzzle?
This way.
Of course. I make
And
you
this
both.
way. We'll need to do this 3 times in 3 different fortresses, so...
Look
Yep.
at that.
Panorama. Now what?
Now I guess we turn this crank and see what happens next.
Think it's safe?
You know that treasure hunting is not a good gig for the risk of us, right?
Now there's being a
Seen mods
mercenary.
that replace Chloe with
Difference
naked
is
looks
when I pull the
dope
pin on a grenade,
in this
I know what's
game.
going to happen next.
That's
My way's much
interesting.
more fun. Did you hear that?
You feel that?
But yeah, if you're doing glitchless of this, this is how you should approach this fortress. Just sneak in explorer mode past all enemies, and you're completely fine, because
Look at
on
that.
explorer you just can't die. And that guy near the wheel that you need to turn, he's just completely
Holy
static.
hell. There's a massive relief carved into the side of that mountain.
Fortress number 1 done. Now we need to get down quickly. For that, we'll use this
Suppose I should
sledge.
have asked about the dregs before.
We need to position ourselves
Not much to
something
tell.
like this,
I know
aim
Nate pretty
somewhere
well.
like
Sam less so.
here and drop
He
down.
seemed to just
We'll hang in
get
the air
everything
for a
there.
bit, and we are skipping, talking with
good.
Nadine and climbing with Nadine. Now we hit ourselves a little bit on the mountain and then jump here to activate the checkpoint near the car. Hopefully I got it. I did. No, stop it, go into the car. There we go.
Never understood the appeal of people like Assad.
As you can notice,
Easy.
by now
Defines men
we
who are
haven't
weakened
collected
off
any
the power.
treasures in this chapter,
Gives them purpose.
and
Purpose.
we will change that
Sounds more like bullshit
by
to me.
collecting the first one, which is in the box
How'd you get tangled
right
up with the sub
here,
anyway?
Wait, careful. More of the
that you
soft
need to
forces.
lockpick.
Well, here goes nothing.
A lot of hustle, but we have to do it. It's right here.
You are finished.
Oh,
No,
really?
you're finished. Stop it, I can't see stuff. What the hell are you doing?
Will not stop us!
And it's right here. Got him. No.
No escape!
And we go back into the car. We don't need to
Hang
fight
on.
anyone. We
Way
just
ahead of you.
get out of here. Wow, that was close. Also, you will notice a treasure on the right in about 3
Think we've lost
seconds.
them.
It's
She who fights and drives away
right
lives
here.
to fight another
There it
day.
is. We're not picking this up right now. Nice
What?
driving.
Pick it back up.
But we will pick it up in chapter
So,
6.
anyway, how'd you get tangled up with the Sav anyway? Purpose?
Rather not go into it.
He certainly seemed to have a thing for you.
Don't remind me.
Because in
Proved
chapter
useful at the
6,
time, but-
we will
Yeah.
go through this area again.
Can tell, huh? I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
And it makes sense to pick it up there, rather than quitting the car, picking it up, then going back into the car, all that. Here we pick up another one. You can restart checkpoint here. But sometimes it
As I was
sets you
saying,
back very far away, and I haven't figured out why, so I'm not doing it,
Right. You and Assad.
especially in a marathon.
Watch out. The rebels might be here already.
Another one here. Let's make sure I get it. Yep. Jump back in the car, automatically get into the driver's seat, and now we can pull down the second gate. And since this is our second gate, Nadine will actually consider us
Once more, with gusto.
more of a friend, I suppose. More than before. And she will help us. Be useful for once. And she will take down this gate by herself. We just need to get away far enough from the gate. Not by doing this though. There we go. Nadine? Nice.
Yeah, see? I know how to drive.
Sure, in reverse.
You're welcome. In we go.
You can probably recognize this area by any % category where you do the swimming stuff. Swimming skip that kills all the runs. But we're not going that way. We will grab the equipment and continue normally. Well, not really normally, you'll see. But we will do the amazing puzzle.
They've left their climbing gear.
They should come in handy.
Correction. Our climbing gear.
Now we got the equipment to climb these walls that are marked either with white color or with grayish in some of the areas. Here we dive into the water and will not emerge until we get close to this white wall above us, where we are gonna be skipping this whole fight.
Over here! I have
On me!
Because who gives a damn about
Okay, we're clear.
fights when you have to speedrun? There we go.
Okay, let's see what this does.
Picking up rusty stuff hanging out
That
the
statue
wall.
moved.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be go to hell. That's elaborate. Oh shit.
Statue moved again.
Look out! Ooh, that was close. All right, I think that did it. Come on
Those
over.
sentinels in those puzzles are consistent, obviously, so
Oh, for
you
goodness
just
sake.
need to remember one solution,
Two
or
different
one
symbols.
path, rather.
A star and rings.
They're all Hoysala sun symbols, but I like your descriptions better. Ah! Near miss there.
Think this is right. think I can. I think I can.
Right. Got it. Come on over.
There we go. And this is the last one.
Close shave.
This isn't too bad.
Halfway there.
Let's say halfway there.
Almost there.
There we go.
Oh,
Easy as you like.
fresh air.
No. How do you even find stuff to grab? What? And another one of those puzzles. We need to rotate the center part first.
Here we go.
So we're gonna switch it
Guess this will be a mixture
twice.
of an X.
Good guess.
Do this, align this, and turn this 90
This one's a
degrees,
bit trickier.
and we're done. Screw that puzzle. Which one? This one
Nice to
or
see you,
3 statues? Once.
Right. Let's turn the water on.
Whoa, whoa. What's to say it's not different this time? What if
The
it's
jumping.
or something?
You're messing with me.
I'm totally messing with you.
I just wish there were some different patterns, not just the set one, to spice it up a bit.
Here we go. What?
I'm a little disappointed it wasn't fire.
Another waterfall.
Yeah. It's 2 out of 3 now.
Also, let me turn this on. Yeah. Now we need to go back down to our car. Here on the left, above my head, is a little skip that I will not do because it saves half a second.
Fraser's not exactly an Indian.
And it's probably the most difficult skip in the game. I would not recommend
Let's
it
head back to the
to
car.
anyone,
Gotta love a shortcut.
Glad we don't have to go back to where we
because if you fail it, you lose 6
I would have
seconds.
made you dodge the axes.
So, yeah. I wish I never found it, because right now it kind of bothers me to have that half a second in my run someday. But you need to jump on an invisible platform, roll out of it, and hope that you
How'd
survive.
you get tangled up with the Sav anyway? Purpose?
Was,
Rather not go
well,
into it.
I'd
These
rather
certainly
say I
seem to
value
have
my
a thing.
time
One
more.
sec. Fraser?
There's another one in the cave,
Right.
which I miss
Where were we?
sometimes when I
You
count
said
treasures in
something
my
about a
head.
soul.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
So,
this chapter
anyway,
should end with
Assad
28 treasures.
certainly seemed to have
Wait,
a
why do I
thing.
have only 27?
Don't
What
remind
the
me.
hell?
Proved useful at the time, but hold that
Another
thought.
one here.
Hey, what are you doing?
There we go. And back in the car.
Okay, what were we talking about again?
You were talking about Assad.
Oh, right. Asav's interest in me. It was just useful leverage at the time. Wait a sec. Over there.
And
connect to
another
the wall.
one. They just
See
keep
that
coming.
archway? Looks intact. You
But for
coming
that,
good?
unfortunately, we need to do some lockpicking,
Rightio.
which is in abundance in this game. Especially when you try to go fast. Spend probably around 2 or 3 minutes total throughout the whole run just lockpicking stuff. Here it is, on the left, pick it up. And here's the most juicy part of the whole category, in my opinion, this skip, because it's looking amazing.
Got me.
And it's out of bounds, which is rare for this category.
Fraser, over here. Look,
What? What is it?
monkeys.
What have we?
We need to align ourselves in the corner, press L2. Align ourselves here. Please, thank you. One more time like this. Press left after you aligned yourself. That will clip you through the wall. Now you're just doing casual out of bounds climbing. If you press photo mode, you can see that textures are loaded. I think I can show it to you. Well, kinda. Almost loaded. But yeah, that allows us to skip collecting Queen's Ruby, which is a requirement to collect last 3 treasures in this category. Wait. No, this is wrong. Take the cover, and there we go. And Queen's Ruby takes approximately around
Hey,
10 minutes
here.
to assemble.
Huh?
And after you assembled it, you can collect
You're
these 3
adorable.
treasures. Only then. But by doing the skip, we're completely skipping it, which is amazing and saves a lot of time. Without this skip, this would be almost 2 hours IGT. Oh, don't take cover. There we go.
Hey, no hitchhikers. Shoot.
Oh, you're no fun.
What, you want him shitting all over the seat?
Look safe.
Smells safe. Let's go.
More sketchy climbing, but thankfully this game is more merciful than C1, for example.
Care to join me?
Right behind you.
My parking is bad. I'm not sure if I will be able to jump back into the car, but here's another treasure, and we are gonna do this. Yeah, there we go. Good enough. Nice.
How'd you get tangled up with the Sav anyway? Purpose?
Very
Rather not
good.
go into it.
You certainly seem to have a thing for you.
Don't remind me. Proved useful at the time, but
Let's park our car
No.
like this. Wow, this is
hey,
actually
hey.
good.
I'll be
Well,
right
not
back.
really, because it moved a
where
bit.
are you going?
Now it's screwed up, but another treasure is here. You pick it up, you jump. Oh, that works. Nice. Right back into the car.
All right.
That area. Don't go there, like never, if you do all treasures, because
were
game
talking
crashes
about-
there.
Huh. Oh yeah.
I don't know why,
Right.
but it's
You
consistently
and the
crashing
Sav.
there.
Do tell.
Rather not.
Maybe over drinks?
Not enough alcohol in the world.
Yeah, to be honest,
Hey,
if we didn't
just so
go
you
out
know,
of bounds there,
Nathan
I'm not
Drake is
sure
no
if
longer in the picture.
that
You don't have to
category
worry
would
about
be as
Wait,
viable
why? What, you see
for
something?
speedrunning, because it would be almost glitchless. It's pretty glitchless as is, but with this skip, it
Okay.
became more
So we were
appealing in
talking
my opinion.
about-
Anyway, like I was saying, about your past with Drake. I'll admit, I had my concerns.
That treasure was lazy, nothing interesting, but
accept my
here
offer?
we can
I'm not one to
jump
look a gift
out of
horse
the
in
car
mouth.
like
Just a
this.
moment.
Maybe? Yes. Nice. Right on the ledge, instead of going around. Collect this and jump back into the car, hopefully. Yes. Nice.
Okay. Shall we pick up where we left off?
So as I was saying, I'm not. Oh, hold on. Careful. The Sov's men might be around.
We get combat speed here as soon as we can, because we need to run through the whole area right up to the tower. We don't need to kill anyone. And they will not kill us because this is Explorer. Here we need to make a roll, then
No way out of this.
move forward with our weapon. It will clip us here. Make one step forward
Will not stop us.
and die. Nice. We have to do it again. There are 2 places here where
Hey, have the
you can
right
die.
here.
The one that I just died on, and the one like a few meters away from it, I guess. And we need the second one. That's why we're doing this skip. We need to jump over that rock and get into the second dying place to trigger the checkpoint to teleport ourselves. Let me try this again. Why am I not? There we go. Nice. And now we need to die. There we go. This is a requirement. Because now we are not in the battle, we are at the very top where we need to
One
be.
trident coming up.
Here we need to assemble the
what
center
the
part,
hell?
then the
That's not
second ring,
fair.
and then the third ring. And
It's Ganesh.
we are basically done with this
sir.
chapter. Now we need to collect a
Come
few
on,
more treasures,
let's get this
and
over
we're
and done
moving to chapter 5.
Yep.
Whoa! Shit! See? I told you it was dangerous. You hurt.
Just my dignity.
Here we go.
Let there be water. And now that's 3.
As soon as Chloe stops looking
You
at
know,
binoculars,
I've had
you know
my
that
fair
you
share of
can
screw-ups.
skip the cutscene.
You just
In both
yourself
of
up and move on.
Three Fortresses,
like
that's the signal for you
No
to
wonder.
act. Stop watching the cutscene. Or cinematic, rather. Here, we will get attacked by soldiers, so we need to get combat speed as soon as we can.
Right.
Let's find a way out.
Well, shit.
And I got it. Nice. You need to shoot a little bit every now and then, just so they don't lose the focus on you and you still would have a combat speed. That's an awful positioning, guys. Hello. What the hell? Nice. But yeah, you don't need to kill anyone. You just run past them and jump onto this stone. Right here. Restart checkpoint and you get teleported right into the car.
Makes more sense why Asov's after the tusk now. Figured he just wanted the money, like us.
Be right back.
Hi, what is it?
Picking up another one. There will be another one right on this wall.
Pick it back up?
You were saying something about Asav and the tusk?
Yeah.
Hey, give me a minute.
Get up and jump into the car, preferably. Nice.
As I was
And we
saying,
should have 2 more left
you were.
for this.
What were we saying?
You were saying something
Chapter,
about
and we
Asav
can
and
move
the
on.
tusk?
Sure. Sir, figured he just wanted the money, like us.
He'll use it to rally people to his cause, wave it in the government's face. Just like all the other times.
This is happening.
Sorry, one sec.
So it's happening.
Nice. That was a decent roll, even though I didn't plan on
Okay.
jumping back
What
into
were
the
we
car
talking
because
about
it was
again?
far away.
You were saying something about
Still got
Asav
it.
and the tusk?
Right. Yeah, sir. You said just like all the other times. This has happened before?
Oh yeah. Ever since the young king lost to the Persians, everyone's wanted to lay claim to it, to this land.
And here I thought we were just going on a treasure hunt.
We are. Let men like Asav fight over. Hold on.
What? I press left, hello? Nice. Pick this one up, and that should bring us to 28. There we go. Nice. Now it's safe for us to move along, because we
Fighting wars was
opened
my
the
concern for a time.
gate to chapter
Good
5.
point.
Well,
But you
technically,
did it for
we
the
opened
cash.
an opportunity to
Usually.
open it.
What about when you worked for Asav?
You excuse me for
Definitely a
wording.
cash grab.
because we
Hardly
still
worth
need
the
to
trouble.
rotate one
Ouch.
more
Why
lever.
do it then?
Needed to establish my rep, eh? Figured I'd start with the worst of the bunch.
Nowhere to go but up after that.
And we're taking this path to
Look, for what it's worth,
shorten our
kick-ass
way
reputation
to the last
that
gate.
got you this
I think
job.
it's the most optimal,
Plus, I figured you could use the
with
money.
all the treasures you need to collect.
You're not wrong.
Even though it's kind of
Honestly,
bumpy
though,
and rocky,
It's actually nice working with a woman for a change.
Too
should be
right.
alright.
Not many of us out here. This one arms dealer demanded his...
Here we go. Coming.
Nice! I never got that before. Good to know you can do that. You can jump from the car right into cutscene. That's
Should we
nice.
dance?
Try not to break it this time.
Even though it looked like it hurt, it didn't.
What the hell?
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Can't say I was expecting that. You ready?
Yeah, just, taking it all in.
So, if you're wondering why we're not doing the sweeping, because I know some of you really like that skip. Wow, that was decent. Jumped right into chapter 5. Unfortunately, if we do that skip, like, we can do that, no problem. After we collected all the treasures in this chapter, we can go, we can start swimming, we will arrive here, yes.
Gone.
But the problem is, there is one treasure, which I will be collecting right now. This one. It's out of our reach if we do that skip. It's right here. And we can never come back to pick it up. So that's the only reason why we're not doing that. That could have shortened us the length of the speedrun by like what, 10 minutes? Like imagine that we wouldn't have a need to go into all 3 of those fortresses. We'll just skip them completely. Just pick up the treasures and go do the swing stuff, but you hate it? I hate it too, but for a speedrun it would be much faster, so yeah, that's the reason. Only that one treasure. The first one in this chapter, it's inaccessible with that skip. You can come back to it, kinda, in the end of chapter 5, but game blocks you. Or I would say the developers block you. Because for some reason they put 3 giant, or no, not 3, 2 giant rocks that block your path for you to be able to go back and collect the treasure. That's a bit rude.
Oh boy. It's definitely not safe, by the way.
That could be sub 1 hour and 30 minutes all treasures, IGT.
Keep going.
But
I'll catch up.
not gonna happen.
Come on up.
Okay, if
Only
you've
because you
seen
said
Hutch's run earlier today,
I didn't.
you could have noticed that amazing skip.
was the remover of obstacles.
Both of them actually, he was attempting both of them in chapter 5 to skip the puzzle and the actual traveling in chapter 5. But we will not do it for an obvious reason. There are some treasures that we need to collect before we do the puzzle, so we need to go intended way.
You're doing great, China.
Thanks. I'll be doing better when we get to the crown.
Surprised we haven't seen Asav yet. Knock on wood.
Doubt we'll see him up here.
Why is that?
He doesn't have the stones to climb this high.
I think I see a place we can swing over to the crown. Huh?
Oh, shit!
Oh, thank you.
Hurry up and climb!
It might have un-auto-hosted at some point. That could have been the case. And we skip this.
Okay. Easy does it.
That's the place where you would do the skip the old way, but we're not doing it.
Alright. Feels more sturdy up here.
Don't jinx us.
Drop down here and go into one of the most boring moments of the game. Climbing down this rope. You can speed it up. Like,
Incredible.
absolutely no chance. You just have to wait.
It's our old friends, Parashurama and Ganesh.
Friends. Looks like they're fighting.
Well, when the Hindu gods aren't off
The best I
fighting
can do
demons,
for
they
us is
sometimes
just take
fight.
damage
Well, it's not a fair fight. Ganesh
to speed it up a little bit.
I guess it's not really
There we
his
go.
style.
And here's another treasure.
Through here. Hey, look. Armaments. You were right, Nadine. Now we're getting somewhere.
Treasure number 32. Hello. Nice. So we're almost halfway
Hey,
already.
another one of these doors. Now let's see.
As I said in the beginning of the run, this game doesn't
good.
have a lot of
This one actually
treasures,
works.
and the reason for it is just the game's length in general.
Nice to
It's
get
very
some
short.
What the hell?
Like there is not enough space in the game, or not enough areas to place 100 treasures like you would
Enough
see
to save
in
their empire.
Uncharted 2, 3, or 4. My first playthrough of this game was just a little bit more than 8 hours.
Here's our way in.
Nadine, nice block.
Nadine.
And for
Glad to have
UC4
this
it was
chat.
around 15 hours, I think.
Come on, old
So
fella.
it makes sense to see almost
There we go.
half of treasure amount between those games. Kinda correlates with their length, so it's
Excuse me.
fair.
Sorry.
Now, exciting puzzle.
We must be getting close.
Hopefully
If you
closer than
complete
these
this
guys.
puzzle in less than 10 tries, you can earn a trophy. Not 10 tries, 10 steps.
This device looks familiar.
And it's really easy. It took me like 20 minutes during my first playthrough, but now... And finally know a quick way.
Only one way to find out.
You got it? Nice.
Let's see what this does. Alright, that slid the piece away from me.
It's shadow me too.
Let's try this.
So we're completing it in 7 steps.
Over you go. I see what's happening.
The shadows match the murals.
Right. So
And this
let's
is the
see
last
if
one.
I can line them all up.
This actually looks like fun.
I think
And
that's it.
we jump roll because this is the fastest way to go into this game.
Here we go.
Before this puzzle and after this puzzle, you could have seen 2 doors opening upwards. When they are opened in the level of Chloe's neck, you can take a cover under the door and then quickly uncover. Move quicker. Because if you try to roll under the door, instead of doing that, Chloe will slowly go under the door and it will lose you a couple of seconds. Because that's scripted. But by taking a cover, you can cheat your way through it. Now the amazing, totally not scripted escapes section. Where you can do some... I shouldn't say amazing, they look weird. Some jumps that you're not supposed to do, but you kinda do. Just because game doesn't want you to die. So it will teleport you where you need to arrive. Same thing for chapter 2, where you're jumping on the balcony and Nadine saves you. Even if you're not close enough to the balcony, game will teleport you there anyway. You can also see that in Uncharted 2, when you jump to Flynn in chapter 2. You can be not even close to the roof, but game will teleport you anyway. So it's kind of an ongoing thing in Uncharted, it seems.
Tracer! I'm okay! Go! Hayden! Up the stairs! Come on! Hey, don't stop! Oh! Damn it! Tracer? I'm fine! Go!
And that's what I mean. Like, I wasn't even close to the ledge. I just kept spamming jump. And game is merciful and it gave me a boost that I needed to reach it. So here, another resemblance to Uncharted 2. We need to get in front of our partner. But in this case, it's Nadine, who we need to overtake in this small running section. Just so we don't have to wait for her to climb first. Which will not lose us time. Let's call it that. Because that's what you usually should do. Even if you're playing casually, like, I don't see a point in running behind her because she's rather slow. But the view is good. For a casual playthrough from here, there's a lot of awesome stuff. I wish those load screens were as awesome though. But it's fine. Now we are at 33 out of 68 treasures, so as soon as we get next one, we'll be halfway. There we go, finally. Oh my god. So we go here, jump onto this rock, jump again, and we're in front of her. See, that's pretty easy. If we are not in front of her here on this little climbing, we would have to wait for her to move along. It's loading screen. That's a good one. Nice. When we're swimming underwater, it's a little bit faster than swimming on the moving
Look at this. We're making progress, no?
Yeah.
river
Check out this watch.
thingy. We will not fight this guy because we don't have time for that. Just go up. And hope that we can jump over this platform. GG. Nice. Wait, where's the music?
God damn it!
Oh, nice. Yeah, good night, bro. GG on your run. So now we're gonna attempt on what we call APC skip. I will be setting it up. If you watched HT's run, he probably did the YOLO strat, which works better for him. And it's fair.
Oh, God! Whoa!
He's probably the only one who does that consistently. So props to him. And let's not miss this jump. Now we go down and collect the last treasure out of bounds. I hope I got it. Yeah, I got it. 34. Sometimes, as I said, game delays the display of treasure, and since you're in a speedrun, you kind of want to hurry up instead of waiting for a confirmation. Yeah, nice. Finally, we're gonna see the man. What? What was that? Nice. Our boy
Up
Asav.
here. There's a breach.
Restart checkpoints, keep cinematic, get his gun out of his hands, move away from him, get alternative hit your face cutscene. Move towards him to aggro him earlier. Rush him once, twice, hit him. Move your analog stick upright to move closer to him and aggro him earlier. Dodge once, twice, 3 times, GG.
You see,
Consistency.
people, you must first sow chaos.
And you don't have to spam anything here
I will
because
incite my civil war.
it's a G-bait.
Stamp out the weak bloodline of the young king.
Hate when you leave your valuables out of bounds. I know, right?
Fraser, get him! Son of a bitch! Grab onto something! Anything!
And there we go. Don't you love walking through the air on invisible stairs? In chapter 4, when those stairs didn't get loaded in the first fortress, I was legit scared because I thought I will clip through the floor. Because I have never seen that before. I don't know why that happened. And I was very slow on that section as well. I would understand if they didn't load because I was too fast. But that was the opposite, like, what the hell? Yeah, now a little bit of walking, which we can't speed up, unfortunately. And we are coming in on chapter 6, where we will have to collect 7 treasures, 5 from chapter 6 itself, and 2 more that we left in chapter 4. There we go.
Can I just say, you were not joking about Asav. I mean, wow, he looks so unassuming.
Right? That's exactly what he wants. Pretty sure his glasses are an affectation.
To make him look harmless or smart?
Both. But he is smart. Was a doctor before he took up his cause.
As soon as Nadine starts talking,
Hey, you sure
we
you're good to
can
go?
finally jump
Guess I'll ever
again.
be. Just need to take it easy for a bit.
I wonder if I can show it to you from here. Yeah, though above Chloe's head, there are 2 stones which block our
Up
way.
here.
Go slow.
To collect that damn treasure that forbids us from using swimming skip. Feels bad, man. They are not here when you come into this area. They get placed there only
Let's
when
get that thing
you're
open.
reaching this point of the plot.
Holy shit.
So in this area, you can go forward and take the fast way of climbing down, or you can turn right and slide down in the dirt for a little bit and go around, and that you will not die, guaranteed. That is 2 seconds slower, and for beginners I would recommend doing that. But if you feel risky or just confident, I guess, you can go forward and do one of 2 things. I think Hachti drops from the ledge on the rock and then proceeds forward. I do it the other way. I land on the bush and I roll off from the bush. Hopefully it will work. Sometimes game doesn't allow you to grab the ledge and drop on the bush, and it's just drops you into a death barrier, but that rarely happens. You know what's not happening rarely? Those load screens, which are savage today. I think it's already like 11 minutes or something. Yeah, it's around, no, 55, 18 minutes,
Being honest.
or about that.
Socked in the
Jesus, what the hell? No, that can't be that bad.
Well, Mandy's not too
But
far.
here you drop down gently, then drop down again, drop down on this bush, and you are safe.
Glad I thought to pack painkillers. Here goes nothing. Slow down. Slow down.
So, as I said, we left 2 treasures in this chapter. Here's the first one that I showed you when I was riding on the car. There we go. And the second one is inside this shrine, where we collect our first C4. So, what we do here is we collect C4, we throw it right there, and while it's farming, we pick up this treasure, we blow it up, and we go through here when it's already blown up. Nice. Now the APC fight, which is not fun.
Oh, shit. Get down, get down.
Move faster, damn it. Come on. We need to kill as many soldiers as we can while we are at it. Wait, where's the... Oh, he killed him. Nice. GG. Friendly fire. Wait. Who's saying that? There we go.
APC's down, let's finish up!
And what I like to do is to collect this C4, and this C4 only, not the second one, and then kill everyone with headshots. Preferably everyone. One guy escaped because I was too slow.
Nadine, that's it, we're clear!
But it's fine. At least Nadine should be pretty close to us. Yeah, there she is. And I collected this C4 to speed up this slow walking that game forces you in. That we will see in a bit, hopefully. There are 3 moments in this game when it forces you into slow walk. One before chapter 5 ends, which you can't do anything with, and other 2 you can kind of dodge with having a C4 in your backpack. This will be the first one, and the second one after elephants. And as I think it was mentioned earlier today, it doesn't matter if you have hard drive or SSD or PS4 or PS4 Pro. Those loads are just broken. Again, if you have a specific PS4, you can check the game from within and you would see that it already loaded everything in the area. And that load screen is just here for nothing. The best example that I can give you is load screen before credits. Like, why would you load for 2 minutes before credits? I don't know why, but it does. For some reason. They are just broken. We have to live with it.
What are you doing?
As soon as Chloe said that phrase, we can stop having a C4 in our hand and start moving.
What the hell are they doing? Taking shortcuts.
This movement. Another treasure.
Okay. Looks like a step well. You don't care. You hear it? Now I do.
Which makes it
Don't mind us.
38 so far. Number 39 is over here.
What is that?
We climb up. Right there. Nice.
Oh no. Easy go. Easy.
right after you crawl through the cave, you can restart checkpoint to get Nadine closer to you. It will save you some time, but sometimes it will put her a little bit more away from you that you currently have during your playthrough. So right now she was much closer to me than she would have been if I restarted checkpoint. But sometimes she gets stuck somewhere
Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. We
and
need
you
to
would
get
rather
down.
restart checkpoint.
Stay calm.
Are you talking to me or the elephant?
Also, you can
Both?
restart checkpoints here. The only one right here. It will save you like a couple of frames,
Where's it taking us?
but
at once.
I would rather not do that on the marathon because I can get 2 minutes of cutscenes instead of saving 2 frames. Dave? No, we're not feeding Dave. She behaved bad today. I can tease her with food, but I will not feed her. Peter. Yeah, Monka TOS. You can control this elephant, by the way. But only during intersections, which actually determine your path left or right. There are 2 of them, I think. And you can only align her into the longer ones, so she basically takes the shortest route. Always. So if you want a longer ride on the Dave, you can control her, but no. Look how sad she is, that's your fault. Yes. Everyone in this family will be sad now. Nothing I can do, I'm just in a hurry. In a hurry of watching more load screens, it seems. This 99% is trolling me hard today. So again, we will be slow walking, so we need a C4 in our hand prepared. For that you hold RB and left stick upright to start moving right away after load screen goes away, maybe. RB, oh yeah, I'm referring to Xbox controller. Monka S. Nice. But yeah. What's it called? R1. Nice.
Well, if we accomplish nothing else today,
Technically, I could have used Xbox controller for this, but I would need the, what's it called?
right.
Elite controller. Like, it costs an absurd amount of money, but you can connect it to anything.
Maybe it's been a while.
Another treasure.
But
I don't remember, it's like
it's been a while, but elephants are smaller than I remember.
Microsoft Xbox controller Elite. Light, how you say it. And it costs, I think, 40% more than your usual Xbox controller, but you can connect it to anything. But if you update your firmware, another treasure, to a specific version and install like Xbox accessories app on your Windows, you might burn that whole controller and it will die. Amazing buy. Let's check if it's 41. It is 41. Like, I heard stories and they were not nice. That's why I usually buy just a regular Xbox One controllers and 360 ones. Nothing fancy. Try to use Xbox controller on UCT for some reason, you get locked in air walking with the nade out. What the hell? Nice. Nice. 12 bullets?
No.
What is this bullying?
Dwellings
Where is my ammo?
alongside.
Hello. Well,
Let's
we'll
go
have to
up.
deal with it. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3. Nice. 4, 5. That works. You can get combat speed right here, but I don't like to do that.
So good.
Also, I don't like to connect my rope, it seems. Nice prompts.
Shit. Saw something.
Well, we'll have to deal with this, I guess. Now this became more harder for me, but hope I will get it. We jump here, we aim somewhere here, and we need to be quick because there is a grenade launcher guy behind us. We can't turn camera assist off. Pray that he will not blow us up. Spam rope, spam jump, and we arrive at our destination. Consistent, easy skip. Everyone should do it, it's free. To keep the combat speed going, you need to shoot your gun every once in a while. And you would notice me skipping this treasure if you collected them during a casual playthrough. But don't you worry, I will come back to it, but in a more stylish way. We jump on this rope, turn around, hope that we don't do this. But I did it. Rip. It's fine though. Nice. There we go. We collect it, and now we restart checkpoint, and we are back right here. So we don't need to shimmy around or do any slow climbing. We just use the rope, and we
go.
reach it much
Up this way.
faster than you would normally do during a casual playthrough. Which I like to refer to because starting from here, this game doesn't have a lot of skips, but it has a couple of nice tricks left.
Damn it. They've blown
Another
the entrance.
treasure. I hope I got it.
Gotta be another way in.
It was another one of those delayed ones.
In here, Nadine.
Sometimes they appear instantly and sometimes they get delayed like that. You drop down here, you shoot the gun as soon as you can.
Hell. Shit. They blocked me.
It's a big
Uh,
city. There
you could
must be
hear the
another way.
explosion, and you probably saw me rolling. You can roll through that explosion. You don't, you will get staggered. So you have to either roll through it or get into the cover. We pick up this treasure and we emerge as soon as we can because we might die.
Put in some
There we
cards
go.
to note it.
This chapter has 16 treasures, which is the second biggest number in the game after chapter 4, which has 19.
Oh, what on earth is this?
We pick up this one. And another one around the corner over here.
Fraser,
And we're
over
done
here.
with this place. We get into the cutscene, wait for Chloe to align herself a little bit, and skip the cutscene, and move along. Don't worry, Gizzy.
Through here.
Here is probably one of the most sketchy item
Magnificent.
collecting. Yes, exactly because of this. Not only this can happen when you do it fast,
Magnificent.
the collecting of this treasure itself is really bad. Like, you can circle around it and it will not get collected for some reason. And I got it. I was tempted to pause the game to see if I actually got it, but it's fine. Also, here Nadine sometimes might get stuck and you will do this whole thing alone, and then she will warp into this animation at the very end just to show that she is still usable. Useful. Wonka S.
Okay. Come on. It's deep enough.
She's not usable in this game, that's for sure. If anything, she makes you lose time in chapter 8. A tremendous amount of time when you're moving the card. So for this place we're done with treasures. We just need to move puzzle room, where we will have a lot of them.
Thanks for going first, eh?
You're welcome.
Nice block. Really? Speaking of AI,
Kind of a tight squeeze here.
okay, so here one more treasure.
Oh, hello.
You can either go into the water and swim to that treasure, but I like to mess around with it and do some cheeky jumping, which I will show it. I hope I get it. It's not hard, but you just need to get into the groove. This. Yes. So we do one. No, we don't do it. Nice. Well, I fucked it up already. Rip. But it's fine. That wasn't too bad, actually. She decided to slide along the ledge. That works too. But you can jump on the stairs and then on the platform near the wall, on the stairs, and then on the platform again, like back and forth, and get to the treasure faster that way instead of swimming. But that sliding works too, I guess.
Got water in my ears.
I hate that.
What I wouldn't give for a towel. My God, are you seeing this?
You know,
Puzzle room.
at this point, I've run out of words.
There are 3 treasures.
Goddamn shit. Those work.
In the middle, on the right side in the corner, and on the left side in the water.
To hide a magnificent
You may
jewel
ask
tusk.
why we're not going to the left side. Because this dialogue that will start right now, I think. Okay, I didn't get it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, this dialogue is so long that you will not be able to get into the water until it's finished. So you will have to wait on the surface for it to finish. Because game programmed that way. So we go on the right side first, pick it up, restart checkpoint, pick up the middle one,
Shit.
and then go
I
to
just
the left
realised
side.
something.
And by the time we
We're
arrive
gonna need that disc soon.
Exactly.
to the location of this treasure, we will be able to get into the water. Yes. And hopefully pick it up. Nice. We restart checkpoint again because it's faster to move to the ladder this way instead of
I'll have to find another
emerging
way
from
out.
the water and doing the jump
Shit.
rolling.
I just realized something.
I think I know what it is.
That we're gonna need that disc soon.
Exactly.
Over here.
Here's another
Nadine.
one.
Copy
When
that.
you climb down from here, you need to be careful because you can't grab the ledge, so game will just drop you down like this. So if you drop down too much to the left, you will die. Because you will land in the beginning of the stairs
Now
or
we're getting
ladder
somewhere.
A few
thingy.
more of those cranks around the chamber. The hand is moving.
Be more specific.
Right hand. Lower right hand. Maybe it's because this statue's enormous. But I just now noticed Shiva's got a king cobra for a necklace. Okay, now what?
Well, there's got to be more to this. Just need to figure out what it is.
Another treasure here is inside the balcony. Up here. Previously, in my old PB, I was just casually climbing down because I didn't know the other way. But apparently, you can grab an invisible ledge that I just managed to grab. It's behind the bush, so you can't see it. So that's cheeky. Instead of spinning the wheel, as you would do during a plot moment, we collect this treasure and we restart checkpoint, which will conveniently put us back to that wheel. So we don't have to run back here.
Whoa. Okay.
Did you see that? I'm standing right here. That's crazy. I know.
Now we get on this thing. Hope that we will not screw this up. But it's really hard to die here. Like, you would need to jump off by yourself. The game helps you as much as it can
Oh, good suggestion.
with quick climbing and saving your ass.
Ah,
There we go.
that was a close one.
Then we jump here, hope that prompt appears, and it did.
Nearly destroyed my
Then
pants.
jump here. And that's for the first half of the puzzle room. Now we activate the water thingy and proceed onto the second part, which is much shorter, but it has probably my favorite thing to do
I did.
in this
I'll
whole
be right
run,
down. Whoop. Slippery.
which I will show you right now. Before today, it took me a lot of time to pick up that treasure, but I decided to practice a bit,
Thank you.
and I found the quicker way to pick it up. We draw our weapon. We roll here. Weapon, please. There we go. Yeah. We roll on those rocks, draw our weapon, undraw it, and jump up to grab another invisible ledge. As if developers knew what they were doing. As if that would be useful, and it is useful. After that, we restart checkpoint and we appear right where we left off.
Aha. Here we go.
Otherwise, you
Okay,
would have
I've
to
got this one.
go around that whole area to pick up that treasure,
Down Shiva's drum.
and you would have to solve this puzzle the other way, because I think you would be forced to spin the first
This one's like a
drum,
trident.
not the drum, the first wheel,
Jump to the drum.
instead of the second one for the
It's
drum.
an hourglass-shaped drum.
That would be bad. So I'm glad I have some sort of a
Oh shit! Here we go. Hang on.
speeding up that part. Still did it slowly-ish, but you get the idea. Just need to be on the rocks, aim your weapon,
And now we
quickly
turn the water
unaim it
onto
and
the
jump
side.
on the wall. And it will conveniently
And
boost you
here we
up,
go.
just for you to grab the ledge that doesn't exist. So let me check the counter. 57, nice.
Now we've got water running down both sides.
Look, Joel.
Oh, shall we?
Is that it?
We'll find out in a moment.
No more treasures in this chapter.
That sounds promising.
Because most of it
Yeah.
will be walking through cutscenes and solving puzzle
Good eye of Shiva.
when we're being in a
The light is shining on that statue across
Hostage.
the way.
situation. So we are unable to run around and look for treasures. But before that, we need to solve this puzzle, which involves moving 4 statues with mirrors.
Was
When the Hoysala want to protect something, they don't do it halfway. Come on. Now.
If you align this too fast, it might screw everything up. So you need to wait a little bit for Nadine to come closer.
That thing it's holding.
Yeah, like this. Nice.
That looks right.
Yeah. Now we tend to the other two.
Like, after she says that thing, you can start aligning the puzzle correctly. Before that,
Ah, right.
it's kind of random if that will work or not.
Nadine, be a dear.
So you go here, you align this statue that I just aligned, and as soon as Chloe says, Nadine, be a dear, you can stop moving it and
Got it.
move on
Thank you.
here. Since Chloe just said, thank you, we don't need to restart checkpoint.
Well, shit.
If she
Just
didn't
got
say
busted.
that, we would have to restart checkpoint at around now. But we don't need to do that, so we just move on to the fourth one
You got that?
and place it correctly, like this. Nice.
Okay, that did something.
So I can put this down?
No, wait for it.
What's happening? I can't see from over here.
Just hold still for just a sec. All this water. It's a cleansing ritual.
What's happening?
Oh, you can put down the mirror now.
Shit. They found us! Get ready!
Shit!
How's the run? It will not be a PB, but it's a decent run, I'd say.
Get up here!
It should be 148 IGT, I hope. We will see. Stop blocking me, Nadine, what the hell?
You will pay for interfering! Get them!
Oh, shit! Quit it, you guys!
Hello, man.
Cut them down!
Nice.
Right! Get up now!
Get up! Come on! Try! No! Oh, shit!
There we go. Thank you for the good luck. I will need it in last chapter because I'm not very good at driving stuff. I keep bumping into rocks. This would be near PB pace if not for chapter 3 skip,
Was I not clear?
which was bullying me, so I had to restart checkpoint there.
Smell.
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't exactly had access to running water and soap recently. God. All the people you could have brought with you.
Bumping
She
into
saved my ass
rocks.
more than
Yes,
once,
rock.
you
You do remember that she also tried to kill Nathan and I many, many times.
know. And to be fair, you two tried to do the same to her.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is that the second we turn our backs, there will be a knife in there.
I can hear every word you're saying.
I know!
I trust her.
You know what? Fine. I guess I'm just a little bit irked that we are walking away with nothing. But I guess you know what that's like, right?
Oh, my
Real classy, thank you.
time and place, children.
More that came from.
Bike racks after school.
Just hurry up!
Just hurry up. Hurrying up. Frame perfect skip. Nice. That RNG. Wow.
Let's see what
What? That's illegal. Nice.
Shiva and Parashurama.
I have never seen that before, but nice. It looks very good.
Parashurama.
Unless I
Yes.
am too tired and Apparently it's the opposite. So we move this, we turn this, this. Okay, this is 50-50, so we just rotate it here.
Wait a minute.
Is yielding.
He's yielding.
Yes.
The X. It's going to fall.
Quiet!
If you're interested
Ganesh.
in version differences
Quite an obstacle
between
you placed in my
Japanese
path.
and any other version, technically there is nothing different between them. The Japanese version is more broken, and broken in a bad way.
He yielded.
And by that I mean sometimes the game will not give you the rope, and you arrive in chapter 4 to use your rope and you realize that you don't have one. Nice. Good coding.
What are you doing?
Little preparation goes a long way.
Haha, yes!
And to get it back you need to load any encounter in chapter 5. Then you can do runs.
Shit! The lockpick! I've got it. Hold on.
Okay, now do me!
Coming!
Okay, alright.
Damn it! Ladies first!
Chloe, dear, not to rush you, but would you please hurry the hell up?
Take a deep breath!
So here you would usually need to dodge all the falling rocks and platforms, but I'm too lazy, so I will show you the lazy way to do it. I'm probably the only one who does that, but that's because I'm checkpoint restart addict. I just can't help but restart one more time. Now you hold X and you will be automatically pointed by the game in a correct direction to avoid everything. You just hold one button and it's consistent. So easy strats. Nice. Can't be more any more easier than that. Currently we are on 57 out of 68 treasures, which leaves us with 8 in this chapter and 3 in next one. Cheater? Yes. Correct. Because this is not glitchless, thankfully. Speaking of which, if you are interested in glitchless crushing, you should watch Run Tomorrow by Gov, I think. We'll be doing this game in around, what, 2.5 hours, I guess? Mark, I don't remember the estimate for that, but it's gonna be very interesting to see. Because I completed this game on crushing once for a trophy, and it took me, oh my god, 5.5 hours casually. I'm not sure if I ever gonna do that again, maybe. If Gov convinces me to do it sometime, like a speedrun of it, but not anytime soon. Maybe in a few months. So you saw me picking up one treasure, which you can collect without climbing up the ledge. Here we have another checkpoint restart, and it's a safe one. So you're guaranteed not to get a load screen here. It's consistent. And yes, I know I said that before. Hello. But this one is actually consistent. Do a race with Gov? I don't want to be annihilated right now. Someday maybe. But I can barely complete the game on crushing. No, thank you. So, another treasure here at the top. We pick it up, and instead of going into water first, and then collecting that treasure, we do a, what's it called? Cannon jump or something? Like a cannonball? I think there's a trophy for that as well. Like, do this specific jump. So, in one little traveling
Here we go.
section, we collect both of them.
Should have
And
packed
that's
my
nice.
machete.
You can do it the other way. It works as well, but
No
it
problem.
doesn't save you any time, I think. You can collect the one in the water, then climb up, collect the second one,
Go ahead.
and then jump from there right onto the sledge and continue with the plot. Speaking of plot, we will get dropped down here. And you can't avoid this. I want to do a circle-ish movement here, not hit the tree, and then I can jump here. It's 100% consistent as well. Like, you need to do a very big circle when on this rope, and that will allow you to do it in one cycle instead of swinging around. Chloe, hello. Nice. Nice.
Sam! Where are you?
Sam!
This
There
might
we
do the
go.
trick. Holy mother of shit, this is heavy.
Oh, damn, you weren't joking.
I never joke. About anything.
You know, one of you could have just let me borrow your robe, but... here goes nothing! Yeah.
You can do one checkpoint restart here, but it's not worth doing in the marathon,
Go
because it
team.
saves you 1 second, but can drop you a 2-minute loading screen, right
You know,
here.
I feel so much safer
It
with
teleports you a little bit closer to this ladder, but
Nadine, see if there's something up there we
Yeah.
can use.
it also teleports you a little bit
Come on, China, I'll give you a boost.
closer to your estimate, I guess. With those loads.
Got it.
You see anything up there we can climb on? Like a crate or something?
No sunglasses. Yeah, rip sunglasses. Poor Sam.
Nice.
Got it.
Come on up.
Go ahead, Sam.
Drink water.
Age before beauty.
Yeah. Stay hydrated, people.
No. She's just worried I'd kick it over and leave you down there.
Right. How about I scout ahead a little?
I wouldn't really leave him.
Yeah, well, play nicer.
Sam,
We
see your way
jump
forward.
as much closer as we can to the center of this thing.
Okie
I
doke.
screwed it up
On my way.
a little bit. It's no big deal since we have to wait for Sam anyway.
Shit. Oh. Okay.
You all right?
Yeah.
Great, I'll just borrow Nadine's hook and...
I have a better idea.
What are you...
Don't move.
Alf, come on, hey.
I said don't move.
Unbelievable.
Sam is getting bullied a little bit. As soon as the prompt appears, we throw the rope.
Scouting ahead, Sam.
And we need to be quick here.
Leave the rope for me.
You can do this on crushing difficulty to make it faster, but I'm not sure if it's worth it.
Might cut through to the tricks.
While Nadine and Sam climb up the rope, we need to collect this treasure. That's why we need to be quick.
Why don't you go
So
ahead?
they don't have to
Leave
wait
the
for
rope to
us
me.
at the top. See, as soon as I
Next
arrive
time,
here,
bring your own bloody rope.
Heads up.
the rope is ready for me. Nice.
Okay.
And this fight can be a mess or it can be very easy depending on a couple of spawns. This is not
You
good.
like my improvisation?
Yeah. Gold star for you.
I need his weapon as soon as I can to kill those two. Reload my weapon, run here, kill this guy. Run around here, kill another big guy. Usually what I would do during my run... He's alive. Excuse me. Nice. Excuse me. Nice. Usually what I would do in my run,
Okay. I think it's the last of them.
I think we can
where I
squeeze
have
through here.
a lot of time to spare,
Give me
I
a
would
hand.
use photo mode in the middle of that room to see the situation around me, because in photo mode your IGT does not proceed forward.
Fraser.
So you can look around the room and see who's hiding from you. That's very useful.
How you doing in there?
Good. We're nearly to the rail yard. Shouldn't be long now.
And that spot in the center of the room is very good because all enemies are going right where you are, usually. So they would all come at the center as well.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, shit! Oh, is that trip really necessary?
God, balls, she's alive. Nadine, she's over here.
Are you all right down there?
Yeah, I was fine until Sam made me picture God's
Nice.
balls.
I got the
Where are
quick
you?
climb, didn't get staggered anywhere.
Nadine, do you see a way up?
We jump here, we pick up this treasure, and we restart checkpoint and save 13 seconds of waiting for the rope.
There.
Not the rope. Yeah, the rope prompt.
That doesn't sound
It's
good.
buckling!
Jesus!
Climb quickly!
Shit!
Get up here, go, go, go!
Sam, hold on to that bar!
I'm doing it! Oh, shit. Well, it looks sturdy enough.
Thanks, you too. Well done.
Yeah, not bad. Considering it was our idea.
So, you never heard of shotgun?
Swear to God, all I heard from this man was the Indian army had cut off his supply chain. They were looking for outside help.
This is the most boring section of this chapter, and it's most notorious
I mean,
Forget it.
for Nadine blocking your way sometimes and not helping you. Like right now you can see at which speed this cart moves when Nadine helps us, and when we move it alone without Nadine's help, we're doing it
Chuck,
much
lend me a
slower.
hand?
Sure.
And sometimes it happens. Sometimes Nadine just stands around and not helping you at all. Or there is also another case. She tries to help you, but instead she rams into the... Case in point, by the way.
almost there.
Thank you.
You know, this might actually work.
Absolutely useless. Like,
You know, you could help if
Nice.
you wanted.
Nah, that's all right. You two got it.
Oh, shit! Look out! Didn't see that coming. Everyone all right?
Fine.
she was just standing there and moved
Yeah.
in the opposite way
No, no
of
good.
where the cart was going instead of helping me, so that can happen.
Bet you're tall enough to get that ladder. Come on, I'll boost you up.
I'll give you a hand.
More the merrier.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. Sure.
Ready when you are.
Have you have any knocks?
Oh shit! Sorry.
As soon as you see flashlight on Nadine lit up,
Any...
you can restart checkpoint and save 35 seconds, if I recall correctly,
Found a crate.
of dialogues.
You did.
Here, I'll push it down.
Wait, it won't be high enough on its own.
Oh, right. Good point.
We'll bring the cart over. We'll meet you halfway.
There you go. That's using the old noodle.
The what?
It's the the noodle. It's a saying, as in your brain.
That is not what I pictured.
It was a compliment.
We need to change the tracks one last time. We'll ride the cart right under Sam's box that he found. Nadine, do you mind helping? Stop ramming the car. You be useful! Oh my god.
You too.
I'm so
doing
glad
a
I'm not on
job.
PB
Great
base. I would be going mad right now.
Okay, ready.
You got it.
And there is nothing you can do about it. You can try to ride this card from the opposite side.
Alright, come on
But
up.
trust me, that happens on both sides. She can just start ramming them
Your turn, Miss
if she
Ross.
wants to.
Don't call me that.
It's professional
Before we leave, I want to check. 64, nice. I have one more to pick up in this chapter, and then we can finish it and move on to chapter 9, the last one. You might remember
Look,
a strange relic.
nearly there.
I don't remember in which game though.
Sam,
Wasn't it Uncharted
use my
2?
rope.
Go ahead. You can use mine.
I think so.
The rope club. I'm on it.
Here, you can drop from the rope on this ledge and pick up similar treasure. Well, this with the similar name, yes, which is a strange skull. And that's treasure number 65. We have 3 more left. But first we need to deal with Orca and his thugs. Pick up Sound's pistol, take this guy out as soon as we can before he sees us. Position ourselves near the box. Kill the guy. And open the box very quickly before Orca moves away from his usual spot. Which he almost did. Stop being in stealth, Chloe. What? And on Explorer, you just can't die here. It's... the damage is too low.
Here goes the...
As soon as you grappled onto helicopter, you restart checkpoint. But be careful. Don't restart encounter by mistake. Because in pause menu, they are positioned very close to each other.
Ready?
And that might happen someday. If you're not careful enough.
Oh, hi! Shut! Oh, God! Oh, shit!
Nice. So, in this Orca encounter, even though the game tells you to spam square and then triangle, you can just spam triangle in both occasions. And it will work. But if you spam square instead, it will not work. For whatever reason.
Anyone see a road
Great coding
anywhere?
once again.
I make my own roads.
Well, keep your eyes on your road then.
Hey, Sam, did you want to drive?
I mean, kinda.
Too bad. Buckle up, Buttercup.
As I said before, I'm not good at driving, but I will do my
Look,
best.
this isn't my car.
Not bump into stuff.
There, I see the train. We're gaining on it.
Don't slow down.
Shit, motorbikes.
Run them off the road.
Unfortunately, those mercenaries can jump on your car and slow you down.
Out of my way!
We've got a stowaway. Take that guy off.
And you're at the mercy of your AI
Check someone else's
partners.
car.
Coming through!
Because you can't do anything with this.
He's down.
You just have to pray that they are smart enough to kill the guy.
The train. There's the train.
Sam, take care of the tusk.
Don't you worry. I got it.
Also, one tip: if you are
Go get him,
Good luck,
ladies!
mate.
Oh shit!
Think
too
he'll be
far
alright?
Didn't know you
ahead
cared.
of this
He's got the tusk.
wagon, the last one that you need to jump on, also treasure.
Hey, did you catch where they put that giant crate?
You
Near the
can
engine.
Right, that's our
completely
next stop
drop
then.
your R2 button, which is accelerate,
Shit.
and
Nowhere
just
to climb.
spam action button to jump. And no
Let's
matter
try the
where
other
you're
side.
positioned, the game
Whoa,
will
easy
automatically
now.
connect you to the needed place, I guess.
Okay, this
Oh
is
my
really dangerous.
god. Can you please climb up? Nice. Another treasure, by the way. 67.
Okay, good. Making progress.
We have one left, which will be in around 5
here.
minutes or so. We should be done here to
Oh,
get
shit,
combat speed as
company's
soon as we
here.
can.
The softs, guys. Well, we still have the element of surprise.
Prize!
That's not what I meant!
That's not good, but whatever. That works.
Got them!
We need to be careful. There we go. Once you're here, you have 6 different situations of this car spawn. I got the best one.
You got any good news? No! Thought I'd ask.
How do I explain it? It can spawn either on the left or right
These
side.
losers are slowing us down. We need to move faster.
It can spawn close to you. It can spawn far away from you. And far away without moving. So it will be stuck pretty far away from you. You will have to run up to it. And that's the worst case scenario. The worst RNG you can get is right side and car getting stuck. There is nothing you can do about it, you just have to stick with this RNG and proceed.
Blocked again.
As soon as you hear Chloe saying blocked again, you restart checkpoint.
Blocked again.
Can you play an Explorer for treasures on LL? Yes. Yes, you can.
Keep your head down. Okay. Any thoughts on how to get on that truck?
Get close enough and we can grapple to it!
Are you joking?
Let's do this!
Nadine!
Oh my god!
Ah! Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
Smart game, I know.
Holy hell.
I've got his attention! Move in!
No, rude. Can you die though, sir?
Hurry up and drop it!
Nice.
I'm slipping! Need me to do that? No. But I want to shoot the big guns!
Maybe next time.
They won't let up!
There is no one here. Stop aiming there.
Oh shit! Damn it! He doesn't look happy.
And he's got a huge gun!
Whoa!
Holy shit! Did we do that?
Yeah, we did.
Right. This truck's on its last legs!
We need to bail now. God, whose stupid idea was this?
Yours!
Right.
If you try to move fast here, you might accidentally
Trading
take a
the
cover
tusk
or
for a
two,
bomb?
so you need to be
Commandeering
careful.
a train?
That
Must
will
have
lose
taken
you
us
time
all
instead.
months to plan this.
Making it all the sweeter when we bollocks it all up.
Last treasure. Bokchan. See? 68. Yay. Nice. Also, you could see me sheeming over here. You can take that route back, but I will YOLO it and do the fast strat, which saves you, what, 12 seconds, 15 seconds? I didn't get in my PB, so I'll try to do it now. For that, you need to jump forward. And that's it. It's really easy. But sometimes, if you jump too close to the wall,
I think we're almost
you
there.
will get stuck in it and die. And you
Why
would have to
budge?
run
Let me help.
from very far
This is
away.
really heavy!
Go.
So yeah, that was it for treasures themselves. Now let's finish
You
the
coming?
game.
Okay, you go. Okay. That's definitely the engine. Don't think about what you're doing. Just do it.
We'll move over here, jump here,
Come on!
and try to open this, but it's not gonna happen.
Any luck?
Nope.
This one's welded shut too.
No luck, so we have to get off this train and move elsewhere.
Oh shit, Nadine! Go! Just go!
This is scripted. There is nothing you can do about this. You just have to wait for Chloe.
You boys just can't leave well enough alone. Don't have much time. Holy hell! Sam! Hey, Sam!
Holy shit! Hey! How's Tricks?
We need to switch the train to another track!
Got it!
That was decent, actually. By my standards, that...
Sam!
What the hell? Nice.
Where's Nadine?
Back on the train!
That
We
wasn't
have to fix the
decent, but
switch.
not too bad. Nice roll.
Son of a bitch!
We don't have time for this!
Hey, jackass! Can you give it a minute?
That's it!
As soon as Chloe said, "That's it, we're clear," you can restart checkpoint.
Alright, back to the
To
switch.
get train a little bit closer to us, otherwise we would have to wait for it.
That's it! We did it!
A little bit more of driving. Part of the game, which is the last one. There we go. It's really easy to screw this up here, because it's
Okay. There's
really
the train.
slippery.
But how the hell do I get on board? Can't see any bridges.
If you're not feeling confident, you can
crossings?
just
Well,
stop
shit.
accelerating and align car manually. And you'll be fine.
Can't believe that worked.
Now for
Oh my god, the bridge.
an actual
Shit.
better fight in the game. Because the first one was kind of meh, the first encounter with a sov. This one is better. And if you do it in a speedrun, it's very consistent. I'll try to show it.
Oh god.
So in the first one, you move around him and attack him from
Show me
behind.
how it's done.
Get him!
Like this. On the second one, you dodge this, wait for him, dodge this, this, and attack him again, and this is second phase done.
Thought you were supposed to be good, Assault.
Skip the cutscene, and now dodge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it for a self fight. Easy, consistent.
Don't fight. One should know when they're conquered.
Pressing just one button.
Your time ends now.
Oh shit.
And you.
Nadine,
Now
I'm
you have a
coming.
conscience. We could have
Going
done
down.
so much together.
Gotta get out. Oh no. No, 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 no.
I'm doing my best to beat his
You're
ass.
no hero. My war will destabilize.
There we go. One more cinematic.
Go.
You piece of shit.
And one more. And one more, because who doesn't like cinematics? Let's see if we get load screen before final 34 seconds of the game. Of course we do. Couldn't be otherwise. Poor guy. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for him. But his reasons were not healthy, that's for sure. In the beginning of the fight, Nadine says that she will really enjoy that fight, and looked like she did enjoy it. Absolutely. No doubt about it. But Nadine is notorious for beating up main characters in the game, not the main ones. Just characters, I suppose. We include Sam as well. C4. But at least in this game, Nadine fights for us. I wish load screens were fighting for me, because this one takes 1 minute and 30 seconds already. Finally! Holy shit.
This might be it! Go! Get up! Go, go, go!
And I will say when we are ready on time. Time. 1:47:17, that's 1 minute and 1 second off my PB. But that run, it wasn't bad. I had to do a couple of things second try, but yeah. I guess we can watch a little bit of this.
Could you possibly start climbing, please?
When you do this run for leaderboard purposes, you have to skip this cutscene to see your final time.
It's all muscle.
That's what they all say.
Thanks for GG's. Yeah, if you're looking into getting running this game and specifically this category, I would strongly suggest you to do that.
Yeah, I'm just
You
still
can
figuring
bother
it out
me if you
myself.
want with questions,
Asav?
because to this point I routed this, I think, pretty well. Not much more to add. There are a couple of skips that I could do, but they might lose you a run, which is not fun. That's what happens in any percent, a lot. And right now this category in current state of route is very safe, and you will
just
end
did a
up
thing.
actually finishing all of your runs. There is nothing that can soft lock you or lose you like 10 minutes.
So,
But yeah,
what's next?
that wasn't too bad.
Nadine Ross.
Thank you for
Take back
the support.
shoreline. Conquer the weapons trade.
That was fun, and I strongly suggest you take a look at this, because this is really chill category. One of the more
Really?
relaxing and chill ones in
If anything, I was thinking I might give
all
this
series, I would
treasure
say.
hunting racket another go.
It's really safe.
Know of any selfish dickheads who might be in need
But
of a
yeah,
partner?
thanks, and I will be heading off. Enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Oh, sorry, I only work with professionals.